Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. I'm repeating myself. Try that again. Welcome back to another episode of Blue Archive. Shit. Last part. What did we do in the last part? I don't remember what we did in the last part. It hasn't been that long since we did the last video. What did we do? I don't fucking remember. We wrapped up the story for Arius, and now we're off to new events. I think we're going back to Red Winter. We haven't actually been back to like Red Winter itself in a while, so let's check in, see what's going on over here, shall we? No risk, no return. Uh-oh. Are you okay, Meru? What does it look like, Momiji? Excuse me. Right. Of course not. I did learn one thing. What's that, Meru? It's not hunger that plagues you after starving for 3 days. It's a complete lack of energy. At least for now. I'm sure it won't take much longer for your head to start revolving around food. I'm already there, so maybe it'll be okay. I don't think so. Do you remember when the cafeteria maintenance is going to be done? They said tomorrow. Just one more day of this tragic state. Thank goodness. They said the same thing yesterday. Is the Labor Party on strike again? Do I even need an answer? A week seems optimistic at this point. Do we need to take action? We're shells of who we once were. Zombies lying helpless on this library floor. Isn't that exactly how we got here? By taking action. This is all because our books wouldn't sell. No one would subscribe to a premium membership on the website. I don't even have the energy to yell. To prove the truth of this evil lies, the Secretariat not approving our funding in time. No one can support themselves just by selling books anymore these days. The future of the Knowledge Liberation Front will be as dark as the fate of the limited edition of the Collector's Fan Book when the main page is being ripped out. With this, civilization will sink into darkness and humanity will take one giant leap backwards. It's a little dramatic. Well, what have you been anticipating our long-awaited reunion, Knowledge Liberation Front? Whether you like it or not, the publishing department has arrived. Unsightly as always, Mirui. I thought even you would be above us using the library floor as a bed. Get up already, I beg of you. Yeah, blah blah blah. What? What is this lackluster response? Has some tragedy befallen you, Marui? Perhaps your slovenly lifestyle has finally caught up to you? It is a tragedy. It really is. Yakumo, Takane. Now, this isn't going exactly what I anticipated. What's this tragedy of yours, Momiji? Do you have any food? What? I'm starving! God, my stomach hurts! Not even your brutish stomach can take such an intake of food after 3 days of starvation. Here, water. Thank you, Yakumo, Takane. I was about to write my will. During hard times like these, what are friends for, am I right? They're for charging daily interest until the debt is settled. Textbook extortionist! Considering you rekindle the dying members of our club, I'll overlook at this once. Well, as the cause is obviously delayed club funding, the effect is a bit dramatic, don't you think? Well, I've just thought of that. While we're waiting, we could move up our publication schedule a little to help us get by until money did come through. But we may have overdone it. Ah, yes, the urgent manuscript you brought to us last week. Now I see why you asked to throw it on your bill, as you so eloquently put it. I made a mistake. How was I supposed to know? And thus is the sad scene the publishing department has been walked in on during our quest to collect said debt, with interest. Cough it up then. Seriously? You've seen it for yourself. You can't even afford crackers. Take a pound of my flesh, why don't you? Deal. Seriously? Yes, with interest. You're the devil incarnate. Well, however, I do find this rather peculiar. Despite your generally poor sales and obstinate insistence on doing whatever you please, not to mention your arrogant penmanship with little regard for trends and salability, Are you here to collect interest or get on my nerves? I get it already. I'm making a point, Marui. Despite all these shortcomings, you're supported by an excellent editor, Momiji, and a loyal fan base. So how's it that you've fallen to such lows? Sales were beyond abysmal, even worse than usual. Do you have any remaining inventory? Consider it a free consultation. So, I've identified the issue at the least, which is, Marui, willingly or not, you've developed a brand for yourself. Manuscripts are yours and yours alone. You care little for the reader and only for your artistic integrity. This branding has been both a boon and a curse. Your dedicated fanbase will travel to hell with you, yet the probability of your breaking into the big leagues is nil. But this! I failed to think of one what the fuck kind of word is that? I don't know how to say that word. Exculpatory excuse for this rat's nest of a manuscript. It lacks the Marui flavor that is critical to your poetry success. Since when do you attempt to growl at the feet of the masses? You both betrayed your fans and still failed to find a palatable appeal. Out of 5 stars, you deserve hardly 2. 1.5. No, stop. I can't bear to hear your stuttering apologize. I think you're supposed to say apologies, Marui. Momiji, explain. She said she wanted something different. Something that works. I think were her words. And then the moving deadlines. With the moving deadlines, there's a lot of pressure, and Mary went a little berserk. So I didn't actually get to do anything in the editing. It was physically impossible timeline-wise. Fine, I'll allow it. I have another matter in contention, however. And that would be... Pop quiz. What is the publishing department's motto? Answer: publish, print, distribute. Yes, and I'm the one who manages that holy trinity. So excuse me when I said that this marketing strategy is the most idiotic, unthought out one I've ever heard of the misfortune witnessing. Yeah. Huh? Take everything Takane said, add on top of it the mess of a backwater website you uploaded your work to. Even I've never seen an address ending in .fake. The big websites are just too expensive for us. All I hear are explanations for your inadequacy. It's the internet. Do something. It's like you don't want to sell anything. Just a little effort, you could have at least found a better website than the slop. If you make something good, it's going to sell by itself. If that was true, marketing wouldn't even exist. It'd be impossible for me to count the exact number of excellent products that have been relegated to the void because of bad promotion. However, I'm confident it's at least as many books as you have here in the library of the Knowledge and Liberation Front. You're exaggerating. No. If we were taking into account the history of mankind, the numbers would be staggering. But creatives, fiddlesticks. It's all about creating an artistic integrity, zero business acumen, and even the slightest interest in actually getting their works in front of the public eye. Where's all this passion coming from? You appear to have hit a nerve, Marui. She's very passionate. Let's get back to business. To surmise, if the Knowledge Liberation Front doesn't profit from the remaining inventory, it'll spill trouble for the publishing department too. But then... Could this... President? You're making me rather nervous. Let it be, Takane. Alright, Meru. I'll make you a deal. Deal? With you? Ugh, sounds like that terrible idea in every way humanly possible. You need to give me a little more credit. I don't always do you wrong. Emphasis on the always. Look, you need money. The deal will make you money. Do I really need to keep holding your hand through this? Ugh, fine, get to the point. Thank you for saving us both the time. Here are the terms. We'll handle the Knowledge Liberation Front's remaining inventory. What? Huh? There's no such thing as a free lunch, though, of course. We come in for our big pockets and fancy a connection, handle the sales and distribution. And get a percentage of the profit in exchange. Fair, no? Absolutely not. I'll refuse. Deals in exchange and trades with you never end well for me. Meru, I think Yakuma has a point here. She's right that there is no way for us to handle this massive inventory on our own, and we do have zero marketing resources. Is Pride really worth sinking with all this inventory? And they're taking up so much space. They're so heavy and bulky. I kindred soul. It's not often I meet a business partner who sees things the way I do. This is the absolute worst. But you're right, Momiji. We're at the end of our rope, and this is our only lifeline. So fine, have it your way. I accept. Good choice. Let's begin contract negotiations then. The profit distribution, how about 9-1? 9-1? And word of the 9? Was that meant to be a joke? You're a crook through and through! President! Even I must say, the rate is a bit aggressive, was it not? That is a little aggressive. That's a little... Negotiations are at last complete. Once we sell the inventory, it'll simply be a matter of sending them to their cut of the profits. And just look at how much there is. Fiddlesticks. Just how much were they hoping to make off this? Anyway, let's go to Takane. We'll show them what the publishing department is made of. It can't be. We didn't manage to sell a single one. How? It was a perfect selling strategy. If we must analyze the situation to begin with, while Marui's book does have some readable points, simply too predictable for the average breadwinner student. And as we discussed, it's an awkward in-between of alienating her fans while failing to pander to the masses. No matter how good the story is, it loses its appeal after its third telling. They say the average artist tends to rinse and repeat what they know. Seasoned artists have 2 or 3 specialties or genres they dabble in, and geniuses have even more. This would appear to be Marui's attempt to grow. But again, this type of literature is simply too commonplace here in Red Winter. Yes, exactly, Takane. But there's another fundamental problem. What's that, President? It's that Red Winter students have empty wallets and rumbling stomachs. If it is true, that doesn't mean you should say it, President. Let's be honest, when money is tight, entertainment and cultural pursuits are the first to be cut from the budget. President, how could you say that as someone working in the publishing industry? That's exactly why these issues are top of mind for me. Regardless, we'll simply overcome those trivial obstacles. That's the publishing department's duty, is it not? More than half of our funds come from spreading President Chirino's propaganda and the Red Bear's printing fees anyway. Should you be saying that out here? Especially when the previous editor-in-chief of Red Bear has been purged and still missing? Yeah, you're right. All the students in the editing department were transferred to us. Before that happened, the publishing department was doing just fine. Actually, the publishing department's profits have jumped since the editing department joined. It's more so the principal of the secretariat interfering in our business. You have the spirit of a critic, though, through and through, Takane. From the perspective of the publishing department's financial manager, I have no complaints about our current situation. Anyways, back to our mystery, which I've conveniently solved. I know what the fundamental problem is with our current strategy. What's that, President? Our core issue is that we're trying to make money somewhere there's no money. Compared to all the other schools, Red Winter is broke to its core. You can only squeeze so much liquid out of a dried towel. While I am in agreement with your assessment, I don't believe there's much we can do about that at the moment. There is something we can do, Takane. There always is. What would that be? The number one thing you should consider in business is positioning. The second, positioning. And the third, also positioning. If there's no money, then follow its trail. Follow it somewhere where reading books is an integral part of the culture. Is there such a place? Of course there is. And that place is... Oh god. We're going back to Trinity. I knew it! Fucking Trinity. Trinity General School. We just finished stuff over there. We're going back. Wait, President? You intend to go to Trinity yourself? An entirely different school district? No risk, no return? Now follow me, Takane. If you're still in the temple, I'll leave you behind. President? President? Oh boy. I mean, she's got a point. Go where the money is. I mean, she makes an excellent point. Alright.
不毛の地、レッドウィンターで生き残った我が出版部の手腕を。
Okay, girl.
手腕というよりサバイバル力。 の方が合ってるかもしれませんがね。
Alright, girl. Alright, so we have 9 episodes. So we'll probably go like to maybe 4 or 5. And we'll see where we're at after that. So let's continue! Nah, no freebie, student. Buy 2, get 1 free. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hello? Is this allowed? So, in some districts, you can just walk on and off campus as you please. Here, I was imagining we'd be undergoing a 12-point inspection process. I'd even pull out our daring escape, sprinkled with a little bribery and some fake identities. You ever planned such underhanded tricks, President? Underhanded? Every plan should consider the worst-case scenario and an exit strategy. Oh, I agree in principle. Regardless, we entered so easily that it feels as if we've stepped into an alternate dimension. What I do know it is real is this inventory we have to get rid of. Sell. This inventory we have to sell. Who cares if it's VR? Then I'll just collect all the virtual currency I can. Hello there. Is there anything I can do to assist you? I don't believe I recognize you. What should we do, President? Why, hello there. This must be fate. My lovely companion from Red Winter Federal Academy. And we come to Trinity to tour it, of course. We showed our hand from the get-go. Stop fretting, Takane. The most they can do is make us leave. It's trying to hide the truth that tends to cause us annoying misunderstandings. Red Winter! How fascinating. It's nice to meet you. I've heard some very interesting things about your school. Is it true that your training regimen involves fighting bears in the snow? I don't know anyone who does that. Nod and smile, Takane. Nod and smile. That's right. Bear fighting. Oh, anyways. I recognize the rulers had come to Trinity General School unannounced. Could you please take finding yourself to forgive us? Oh no, it's no concern at all. Please make yourself at home. I will admit there is some amount of truth to the rumors that float around here about Trinity. It can be a bit privileged. Not everyone is, and we're all trying to change as best we can. Even as one of the big 3 academies, our goal is to treat students from other schools with kindness. We're lucky to have met you. Another question, do you happen to like books? An excellent plot? Books? Yes, it's a common hobby amongst Trinity students, and require prescriptions during chapel. Furthermore, Trinity Central Library is one of the largest in Coldest. Nearly every book ever published in the Academy City can likely be found there. I like where your priorities are. See, I brought a special kind of book for you today. Come on, why don't you take a peek? Aren't you curious what a Red book was like? Oh, it seems like Lady Luck is actually smiling down on when our paths cross. I'd love to see what your literature is like. Now let's see. The contents of this book! Oh boy. President, what just happened? I've got about as many questions as you do. Let's start by waking her up. This comm pod's a special from the people over at number 227 should do the trick. Oh dear, how strong! It certainly woke me up, thank you. But more importantly, about the book. How can I put this into words? I didn't dislike it. To be completely transparent, I even liked it. It's rather intense, isn't it? Huh? This is? Oh? Trinity, even this is considered intense. I've always appreciated a little intensity in my life. Isn't it a good thing, really? And the most important parts are redacted anyway. Don't worry, I made sure to edit it. Yes, but sometimes those redactions actually upped the intensity in a way on some parts. We're speaking the same language, dear patron. Thank you, truly. Patron? That's right, in cases like these, omission isn't just a choice, it's a necessity. Creatives are always trying to push the boundaries, but if you try to catch the 2 rabbits, you'll end up with none. In today's media landscape, there's nothing more important than leaving a space for the reader's imagination. Really? Think about it. The beautiful thing about imagination is that it has no boundaries. There's no such thing as too intense when it comes to the imagination. Leave room for imagination to flourish and you'll discover a whole new kind of intensity. Yes, that definitely makes sense. Did you say that you censored the books, President? Edited. I edited them. But if you really feel the need to focus on semantics, then yes, I more or less censored them. You know how it is. Orders from the top. But Takane, a true publisher can use even censorship to their advantage when it comes to selling a product. So you censored it in a way that made the book even more marketable. It's still censored, so the top brass can't possibly find something to complain about. All the while, we're delivering an even better product to our satisfied consumers. And standing before you is the proof. Lo and behold, this Trinity student. The fuck did she read? Your acumen as a business never fails to impress, President. This is one of the things I can wholeheartedly trust you in. Is it a series? Are there more? Yes, my wonderful patron. Of course there are. Books might be able to take you anywhere in the world, but their pages are limited to the physical realm. Naturally, a single book can't be in two places at once. It seems the only solution to that problem is to buy another, no? Why would I even need two of them? If we're going to continue the series, there's no better way to enjoy a book like this than with your friends. Sharing pieces of culture with our peers is what strengthens their bonds and connections, is it not? I've never thought of it that way. And might as well get an extra while you're at it. I don't know when we'll be able to come back here, and what if you tear a page? Or worse, someone spills coffee on it? For situations like that, we even have brand new books, just still wrapped in the cover. May I suggest you purchase a backup copy to be safe? You may already know, but it's common sense to buy things like this in threes. One to own, one to display, one to spread the word. Is that common sense? But then aren't I just buying the same book 3 times? Hey, I like you. I'll give you 50% off this buy 2 get 1 free set if you act right now. Take my money! God, she just got so... She was so glad and sinker. Thank you. Spread the word. So what do you think, Takane? Well, I certainly haven't much to say. I'm forced to acknowledge your indomitable sales skills. I'll take it. Then, shall we get started? Let's paint Trinity with Red Windows colors. Oh boy. Have you heard about that book that's been trending lately? There's always something new and trending. What are you talking about? It's... Oh my. What the hell do you read? What do you think? I should actually have a spare copy. And could I borrow it? Just for a day? Of course, I'm happy to allow others to experience this beauty. What the hell did she read? A fucking porno mag or something? Is this really okay, though? For us to have this kind of story? Do you feel bad about it? Not at all. Anyone can relish the joy of such beauty. In that case, I'll rely on your benevolence. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a damn porno mag, isn't it? What's this? I hope you don't think it's weird. I had another idea for the ending, so I wrote my own version. Of course, it's nothing compared to the original. I'll gladly read it. Do you want me to join me? Yes, of course. Kohara is very interested, apparently. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Tea party's here. The tea is excellent. Thank you, Nagisa. It wasn't easy to acquire. I'm not surprised. The taste, the scent, all perfectly balanced. An Earl Grey blend with the Darjeeling base. The spicy citrus scent peeking out from behind a subtle scent of green grapes leaves a strong impression. It's proof that the bergamot oil is fresh. Surely you must have gone to some lengths. Thank you. I'm happy you like it, Nagisa. It's peaceful, almost healing. If Sensei were here, we undoubtedly have left the perfect aftertaste. I must learn to be satisfied with what I have. Come to think of it, I heard there's an interesting book that's been gaining popularity in Trinity. Have you heard of it? An interesting... Oh, yes, I have a copy as well. I haven't had the chance to sit and read it yet, but it's had glowing reviews all around. I'm happy to hear it. I've noticed something a little strange, though. People have never seemed open to discussing the book in public. Instead, they congregate in small groups and whisper, as if hiding some kind of dirty secret. It sounds like it's fostering strong bonds amongst the students. When people come across something intellectually stimulating, it's our instinct to share it with like-minded individuals. I agree, that must be the case. You have, however, quite piqued my curiosity. Do you have your copy with you? Yes, here it is, Nagisa. Uh-oh. Now, let's see. Hmm? Hmm? Nagisa? Nagisa? Oh god, what the fuck happened to her? She flipped out. What the hell are you, what the fuck are these people reading? Cherish the books. She flipped out. Nagisa? Nagisa? What is this book? Whatever do you mean? You did say you hadn't had the chance to open it yet. Please, it's easier for you if you look for yourself. Yes, yes? Oh my! Yes, I believe you now realize the severity of the situation. Please follow my instructions exactly. You must not miss a single detail. I must contact Sensei myself. This is the only correct course of action. Yes, understood. But I liked it. Especially that scene and that scene. What the hell are they reading? Porno mags? That's the impression that I'm getting from everybody. You said it was important, so I came as fast as I could. Welcome, Sensei. I'd like to begin by apologizing for taking up time in your busy schedule so suddenly. I'm used to that. I'll get straight to the point. Cherney is facing a threat unlike anything it has ever seen before. Why all of a sudden? Were you attacked? If only it were that easy. The enemy is much more insidious. In fact, some sort of military force would have been preferable. A tangible threat is no threat to Trinity. This, however, someone has attempted to destabilize Trinity from the inside out. A Trojan horse! Oh, what am I talking about? And speaking of this! Isn't that just a book? Looks like a manga with a blank cover. You're correct, but as with all books, what's important is the content. Please take a look. Something special. So even this is too. So even this is too intense for Trinity. This is clearly an attempt to undermine Trinity's values and traditions. Decidedly, what I mean is, they're attempting to encourage deviant behavior at Trinity. There can't be another explanation for the existence of this unsanctioned book. So it's probably one of those those hentai those H mangas, right? That's probably what it is. Hello, Nagisa. Oh, you're here as well, Sensei. Oh, hello, Shimiko. Hello, Shimiko. Oh, I was hoping to speak with Yui. Ah, I see. I understand. Thank you for your hard work, Shimiko. Yes, Nagisa. Thank you for understanding. That being said, is there any way I can help? It's about this book. Do you know about it, Shimiko? This? It spread through Trinity like wildfire. Discreetly, though. Yes, then get to the crux of the catastrophe. You were aware of its contents. I have read it, but I have a feeling that this won't be the best time to admit that. No, ma'am, it hasn't actually come across my desk yet. I recently learned it myself, so we can surmise its evil tendrils haven't made their way through all eternity. To begin, I'm absolutely positive this was imported from a different district. I agree, the library committee has an extensive review process for new literature in Trinity. That's all we know of it as of now, however. We've been unable to glean any information about its origins. In conclusion, Trinity is currently under fire. The enemy has launched a truly cunning psychological attack on our student body. Outside forces are planning to take Trinity down and all of us along with it. I think it's a little excessive for manga. Sensei, I think she's spiraling. It's a little difficult to stop her when she gets like this. That's true. It is therefore our utmost priority we identify who the book's distributor is. This is a direct threat to the safety of our entire district. There is no one other issue I must address. As you confirm that this book came from an outside source, it would be difficult for the Tea Party to intervene directly. Without knowing who was involved, our involvement could present diplomatic issues. I originally thought to direct the Justice Task Force to oversee the operation. However, that escalation could unease amongst the student body. Then we'd be playing directly into our enemy's hands. Therefore, the Library Committee, the most intimately acquainted with the managing the circulation of media in Trinity, seemed best suited for the job. Which is why I requested Yui's help. Again, I'm in your debt, Shimiko. Understood. What do you need the Library Committee to do? Investigate the source, identify the scale of the operation, and the impact it's had on Trinity so far. And please, handle this issue with the utmost care. In some ways, you never changed, Nagisa. What do you mean? Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, regardless, the Library Committee alone lacks the resources to handle this threat. Therefore, I will grant you the authority to make use of the Justice Task Force as needed. I see. Well, while it's troublesome to have the Justice Task Force lead the charge, having them work alongside the Library Committee sends a much better message. You're quick on the uptake, as usual, Shimiko. With that said, we, the Tea Party, would like to officially but discreetly delegate this matter to Sensei and Shimiko. Consider turning these resources at your disposal. And again, please be discreet. Understood, Nagisa. For the time being, I shall temporarily invite Shimiko to the Justice Task Force as a consultant. I believe the title will aid you in your endeavors. Thank you. Hello, Nagi. I'm here for some tea, but... Sensei? Mika? Hello, Mika. Yeah, yep. Thanks. Hello, Sensei. I didn't know you were here. I would have done my hair a little different. Even gotten more ready. I like you just as you are right now, Mika. Oh my gosh, and that made my heart skip a beat. Get it together, Mika. Sensei doesn't mean it that way. Not at all. Hello, Sensei. And Mika. To clarify, Sensei meant nothing special by that. We just have enough sense to be able to see that much, at least. Seriously. There goes Seiya again, being Seiya. Anyway, what were you guys talking about? This book? Is it new? No! Nagisa? Yikes, chill out, Nagi. I just want to see. I apologize for my sudden outburst, Mika. However, this book is... It's not good, Mika. What about it? Well, this book is a form of apocrypha that the Sisterhood requested from the Library Committee to the Tea Party. The Sisterhood? I guess it's understandable. Okay. It's generally better not to get involved with them. Wasn't that a bit much, Nagisa? It's too early for me to read something like this. Well, I understand the sentiment. You're clucking around like an overprotective mother hen. Hey, I hate when you guys keep secretly leaving me out of things, Nagi, Seiya. And you still haven't apologized, Nagi. That was rude, bad-mannered. Am I being lectured on manners by Mika? I need to sit. What does that even mean? I'm on Mika's side with this one. Yay, thank you, Sensei. You're the best. Understood. My apologies, Sensei. What the I'm so interested in what the fuck they're reading. It's gotta be one of those H mangas, right? If it's so damn stimulating. I wasn't expecting to run the entire tea party there. Nerve-wracking. Are you okay, Sensei? You look a bit... Just hearing that conversation gave me indigestion. You get used to their ways if you live here. But I understand why they can be a bit much for you, Sensei. You really not know anything about the book, Shimiko? Huh? Do you mean... You're right, Sensei. I am a member of the Trinity's Library Committee. As a member, we have a responsibility to discover the truth concerning all books circling in Trinity. Of course, I didn't read it unwillingly. A friend recommended it to me. Can I ask how much of it you read? The whole thing. You didn't even hesitate. Of course not. Why would I hide this from you, Sensei? Do I have a strong opinion on the content matter? Well, I believe this falls in a gray area. I'd be tabooed to openly discuss and promote it. But it's not quite enough to justify a ban either. I'm in complete agreement. Yes, well, the thought of the high school having developed some level of interest in these subjects is rather laughable. As someone who works with books quite a bit, I was actually very impressed with their editing skills, let's call it. The intentional cutouts, it's outstanding work. You surprised at how unbothered I seem? Sensei, there are truly many books stored in Trinity's old library. I already know that. Right? Then among those books, how many do you think are, how should I say this, not kid-friendly? Oh God. She's read them all! She's read worse. Oh Jesus. Then are all the members of the library committee somewhat accustomed to things of this nature? I cannot speak for everyone to preserve their honor, but at least for me, you could say I've acclimated. I believe there's more fundamental issue here, trial here. A book is, in itself, a medium to pass on recorded information. How are we meant to judge what should or should not be remembered? And who are we to think that we have that right? If everyone possesses the inherent rights and entitlements, they should not be denied. I think that it's the same for books. In some ways, I see books as manifestations of the human soul. So to see someone castigate a book so harshly, yes, they should be forced to realize what they are doing, if you need to whack them on the head to do so. Just like how when someone crosses the line, we punish and correct them to make them reflect on their actions. That conversation reconfirmed something I already knew. Never make Shimiko angry. That's probably good advice. Oh heavens, we busted our bus today, and it was just the first day. Good work, President. Anyway, Trinity really is as impressive as they say. I don't think they have somewhere where we could stay. This school has more commercial and political networks than most. I expect guest facilities are almost necessities for them, though somewhat pricey. It does eat into our profits more than I'd like. Maybe I should have argued for a bigger cut. No one in the right mind, not even Marui, would have agreed at that point. However, we had a successful day today. Sure, we can cover our travel and living expenses. You got a point. Let's see if we're up or not. Up or down. My favorite part. Let's see. They're down, aren't they? They're super down. Get a hold of yourself, Takane. This is the dream, President. I can think of no other rational explanation. Focus, Takane. This is reality. This is real. Are they down? It's impossible. Good thing that this don't happen to us. Oh, because they're up. I know, but accept it. Breathe it in. Enjoy the moment. This reality is on a completely different scale. I can barely even count the zeros. Trinity's scary. So scary. Like I said, if you don't want to make money, you have to follow its trail. It certainly helped the Trinity students found the plot to be refreshing as new as well. One student in particular even said it's like eating a brand new flavor you've never experienced in your entire life. What's familiar to Red Winter can still be new and exciting elsewhere. This is what I've been saying. Culture wants to be exchanged. It needs to be. Without good circulation, it stagnates and becomes harmful, ruining the surrounding environment. Like an antiquated, spoiled dream. President. Well, fundamentally, our work is to spread its culture and circulate it. Since culture is a non-biological organism that grows in the soil we call money. Perhaps, but it's because the value of the money and the act of exchange has become a concept larger than the currency itself. In any case, circulation is necessary. That's the core of what we do. Stagnated dreams and stagnated culture are tragic inheritances that ruin society. Moreover, as culture circulates, money circulates. Yes, of course, President. Anyway, it's sentiment time in a different sense. First, let's contact the knowledge liberation firm. What is it, Yakumo? It's too late for this. There's no time to snooze, Maru. I have a lot of things to say. I'm sure numbers will have a greater impact than words. Here, this is today's settlement. Settlement? Right. In that case... Oh, she fell over. Maru? Maru? What's wrong? Momiji, must be hallucinating. Can you look? Make sure I'm not crazy. Huh? So this is today's settlement, but... Meh! Honest, Yakumo, did you rob a bank or something? Commit white-collar crime? Defraud the entire financial sector? You got me all wrong. I live in with a business-first mindset. I would never deal in dirty cash. Dirty sources mean dirty risks in the business future. Then this is real? Dear, this is what happens when creatives are left to their own devices. They don't even know what it means to sell. Come on, go get yourselves a nice meal. But yeah, sweat your hopes and dreams for dinner again. Really? Yes, no one can deny the results of your hard work. So that's that. Congratulations, everyone. Well, that is... You know better, Meru. Say it clearly. Thank you, publishing department. You really saved us. Oh, I suppose it was a well-made book. That's why it sold. I have no talent in selling things that have no potential. You? Doling out compliments? That's such a rare occurrence. Well, I can promise you that'd never happen with Takane, at least. That much we're able to agree on. President Maruri, what are you two going on about? It's nothing. Right. It's just business talk that can happen between business part people. Moving on. At the rate these books are flying off the shelves, we'll be out of stock in a few days. Just trust us and watch for our return over to the horizon. Yeah, I already trust you, but experiencing the results firsthand deepened my trust that much more. Maruri's trust is more shocking than the president's compliment. Anyways, we're going to bed. Good night. Thank you. Yes, eat well. Well then, shall we tuck ourselves in as well? Expect another busy day of sales tomorrow. Yes, President, let's get our rest. You've been keeping up surprisingly well with the intense schedule. I'm impressed. It's nothing at all, and this is rather nice compared to what back at home at Red Winter. Right. But you have a noble aura about you, Takane. Just today, someone said they didn't know a princess like you attends Red Winter. What are you saying, President? You know there's no such thing as nobility in no Red Winter. Well, that's what's marketing without a teeny tiny bit of deceit mixed in. To be frank, most ads realistically tend to be in the we're technically telling the truth zone. What are you trying to say, President? Something like this, hear me out. This is all part of our marketing, so... Oh boy. Hello, Sensei. Shimiko with the Chief Justice together today as well. Hello, Mishiro. A bright, energetic morning to you. We seem very excited, Mishiro. Oh, sorry if I startled you. The idea of teaming up with you would not just the library committee, but Sensei as well excited me. And an unauthorized book of this nature must be the very antithesis of justice. It must be suspicious, good for nothing, unpleasant thing. We have to pluck it from its roots. Feels like Mishiro's passion is somewhat misguided. Have you by any chance read the book, Mishiro? Of course not. I do not need to read it to know that it opposes justice. Is that so? Time is limited as a limited resource. So I've already deployed Justice Task Force members all over Trinity. It will not be long before we track down the source of this book's distribution. What, already? Yes, Sensei. I will do everything I can. I'll not let you down. Thank you, everyone. Please stand by at your locations. Understood. Then I will also head out to the field. Please contact me anytime. Her passion is incredible. Yes, to the point that it concerns me. Are you worried about Mishiro, Sensei? Well, yes, her, Mishiro, but also the students responsible for the distribution. You mean them? I was actually thinking about something similar. You didn't expect that? But President Yui would likely say something like, there's no way someone who loves books can be bad. Huh? It could be someone who just looks at books as a way to make money. That may be, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, you think wrong. With today's technology, books have become more of a collector's item. It's unlikely people would be doing them unless they love books in some way or another. If someone truly just wanted to make money, why would they choose to sell books? These days, there are much more efficient methods. You do have a point. Right? So I believe the ones creating this ruckus must be good people. I don't know about that. At the very least, they're likely not awful people. I'm sure we'll be able to talk to each other. That's still debatable. It's still debatable. That's still debatable. I can do one more. Covert Ops. Now, here's to another great day of sales. President, is it me, or are there a lot more students compared to yesterday? You're right. Something feels different, and their uniforms are black. The Chinese students don't look happy about them being around either. This might not be the right comparison, but it does remind me of how our students react when the secretary comes around. It probably doesn't have anything to do with us. Some internal Trinity affairs, I bet. Come on, we got books to sell. Let's keep on making money. Oh, there you are. Oh, who are you? Shh, lower your voice and follow me. What? What is this? Why are you in such a hurry? Where is this? Where do Trinity students? Just a little longer now. Everyone, they're here. It's safe now. Oh boy. What in the world? Would you mind explaining the situation to us to begin with? Yes, it's safe to speak now. It's those students you saw on the way here. The ones wearing black uniforms. The Justice Task Force, a type of disciplinary team that handles Trinity's security and makes their students follow the rules. Of course, they all work really hard, but rumor has it the president of the Justice Task Force can fold people like a crumbled can. Just add a little corruption and blame, it's basically just like a secretariat. But why are those people being so... It's because the Justice Task Force is looking for you. For us? I suppose the natural question would be why, but I could posit a few reasons. Basically, since this morning, you two are officially wanted criminals. They've yet to announce it to the public, but word spreads quickly here. We've been able to confirm that the Justice Task Force has been searching for you. And from the rumors say, their orders have been directly from the Tea Party. The Tea Party? That sounds rather pleasant. Well... You mean Trinity's Triumvirate Student Council is after us? In other words, it's like the President Chirino put out a warrant for us. No. If it were her, I'd have 101 ways to get out of the situation. This is precisely why I was against the plan to begin with, Presidents. It's not over yet, Takane. Look around. If the Chinese student body wanted us out, don't you think they would have handed us over to the Justice Task Force already? I suppose so. If they find you two, they'll likely ban you for life. All the money you've earned will be confiscated. That's not right. It's a suppression of economic activity. And they also confiscate the books you brought with you. That's not right. It's a suppression of cultural activity. Exactly. We feel the same way, which is why we brought you here. Come to think of it, where is this place? Thank you for asking. This is the secret base of Trinity Ladies. They call themselves the Trinity Ladies? President, hush! We cleared out a gym that wasn't being used and created the space for ourselves. Of course, the Justice Task Force is completely unaware of its existence. We've all kept a secret amongst ourselves, hence a secret base. How do you hide a gym? There are secrets and schemes which are woven all throughout the school. Terrifying. Trinity, truly terrifying. Saying that as the publishing department seems a bit self-flagellating. Even so, this is an opportunity in itself. Nothing sells better than the banned materials. Suppression is like a medal of cult for culture. You end up seeing isn't much. If it's censored, then it in itself is promotion and boosts sales several times over. Speaking of metal, that reminds me of the mustache medal. That one really is useless. Anyway, we received your message loud and clear. Yes, thank you for bringing us to your safe space. Now then, shall we begin today's sales event? Stage is set. May I request that we proceed, Takane? Is this truly necessary? It's in the name of marketing, Takane. In the name of marketing. I can't even think about it without feeling embarrassed. Think of it this way, Takane. It's all for the promotion of cultural activity. All right, President. Oh boy. Huh. Hello, Koharu. Feels like it's been a while. Yeah, I suppose. I've seen a lot of task force members out today. Did something happen? Well, apparently there's been some strange book being distributed to the students. We were ordered to find the source and investigate the scale of the operation. It's being framed as the Justice Task Force providing support for the Library Committee's operation. Some members have been saying that it's actually a direct order from the Tea Party. Direct order? Is that important? I guess so. You know, I think I heard something about that book. Really? Do you have any lead? No, I really just heard it in passing. Oh, that's a shame. If you do happen to come across anything that may be useful, please let me know. It's unusual for us to have zero intel going into an operation like this. Although I'm still only a first year, so I don't have all that much experience to compare this to. I mean, still, it feels like there's been a systematic effort from the top to hide from what's really going on. Yes, I'll see what I can find. But you haven't uncovered anything at all? Actually, we have. We managed to secure several copies of what looks like the samples of the books 1 and 2. What's it like? Can I take a look? Uh-huh. Well, since you're a word member of this force too, Koharu, I think basically everyone's seen it already. Here you go. Let's see here. Koharu? Koharu? Oh boy. Well, really, honestly, it's not because I want to read it or anything. And it's just so I can be better assist the Justice Task Force. Do you have the next one? Not yet. Do you want to keep that one? I have more, so be okay. Thank you. In that case, you find something while investigating. Can you show me? I'll look really, really hard too. Sure. Yes. Thank you for your cooperation. And good work. Okay, I'll do my best. She just wants a copy of the book herself. I really don't want to have any ulterior motives. I'm someone who would become an elite member of the Justice Task Force. Yeah, okay. Anyway, what do I do with this? Wait, so this is the joint operation between the Justice Task Force and the Library Committee. You seem exhausted. My apologies, Sensei. This is not the best reflection of our combined capabilities. But we really are having a hard time finding any leads. We did not anticipate the general lack of cooperation from the students. They respond to every question with, I don't know, or a quick subject change. I thought about it, and I believe I know why. Perhaps the book emits evil waves. And is bewitching all the students at Trinity. I think that's too much of a conspiracy. I have to agree. Twiddling my thumbs in this office and receiving reports isn't doing me any good. It's time I make my own moves. I will assist in the patrols. Hello, Sensei. How are you? Oh, where's Mishiro? Ah, she's out on patrol. She's very diligent. Passionate, too. Only she'd stayed for a bit longer. I just got the samples of the sequel. What? Really? Yes, want to take a look? Huh? The story feels oddly familiar, especially the plot twist and the character development. What's wrong, Sensei? It's nothing? If you say so, I'll take your word for it, Sensei. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is quite the interesting story, that's for sure. When we come back, we will continue the story. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.